have this magic. Let's do it. I have a line of VBA code that whenever you open this particular worksheet, it's going to give you the list of the birthday celebrants for that particular day. I will open VBA codes right now. Let me give you a demo. Alright, the code is as short as this. What I'll do right now, I'm going to run it. That's run. Voila, it has created a new worksheet and it has given me the birthday celebrants for today. Okay, so let me do it from the beginning. Let me delete all the codes and see if it does not exist. Right, let me take everything back to what it was. Okay, and also I'm going to delete all this code as though it does not exist. I've done it. I've closed my Visual Basic. So hello once again everyone. So my name is Theophilus. I want to teach you some tips in Visual Basic for applications in Microsoft Excel. In this particular video, you are going to learn how to handle some errors in VBA. You are going to learn how to use events in VBA. You are going to learn how to run advanced filter and put your results on another worksheet. In fact, you're going to learn how to create a worksheet and you're going to learn how to rename that worksheet. Okay, so let us get started. So I have this list of employees, about 50 of them, if I'm correct now. I have this set of employees, about 50 of them, and in that organization, I have their birthday as well. Okay, so what I want to achieve is I want to write some code that whenever I open this particular workbook, it is going to detect for me automatically the celebrant for that day and put them on a new worksheet. So what I thought to do, I thought to extract the month and the day for their birthday from the dates that were given. So I'll use the formula month on this date of birth right here, and that is it. I have the month. Then I'm going to use the day here on this date, and I have the day. I have splitted it. Okay, and now since I want to filter for the birthday celebrant for that particular day, I'm going to be using advanced filter, and I'm going to have my criteria range right here. So I have month here and I have day here. So the values that will be here, the month has to be that month that we are currently in, and the day has to be the new day. How can I make this dynamic so that whenever I open this particular workbook, the day will be there, the current day will be there, and then the current month will be there. So that means I have to employ two functions. That is the month function here and today function. Today function will return today's date, while month function will return the month. So of course we all know we are in June right now. Then the day, I'm going to use the day function and today function, right? So the alternative to this is I can as well use now function here, right? So it all give me the same answer. I can put now here. So the difference between today and now, to digress a bit, is that day gives me today's date, while whereby now gives me the date and the time. Alright, so now I have my array right here, and I have my month and day, the criteria range right here. So I will go now to my Visual Basic for application. This is my workbook right here. The first thing to create is a module. I'll go to insert a module. I have to do this because if you are opening your own, it's possible there is no module there. I want to delete this existing modules. I want to delete these as well. Alright. Okay, so the first thing, I have to start the procedure. We always start with sub. Then I have to give my procedure a name. Let's call it birthday filter. Then you have to open and close a parenthesis, and here you have it. So everything I have in between here is my code. Alright, so the first thing I want to do now is I like to create a new worksheet where the birthday celebrants will be pasted. How can I do that? So let me create a variable called dim. That is how to call a variable. Let me call it ws for worksheet as worksheet. Okay, so this is just me declaring a variable ws, and I'm telling Excel that it is a worksheet. All right, so I'll type set ws equals to worksheets dot hard. Okay, and if I run this, you would realize now I've created two sheets, right? Okay, I don't need them, so I'll delete. Alright, now I'll go back to my VBA code. So I want to give it a name, so I can easily say ws, which is a worksheet now, dot name equals to, I want to call it birthday celebrant. Birthday celebrant. That's what I want to call the sheet that I'm about to create. I have to put it in quotation marks because it's a string. Okay, so let's do it again. So I will run this, and if you notice now, I have a new worksheet called birthday celebrant. Okay, so since this is going to be continuous, let's assume I've closed this worksheet now and I'm running this program again because the name is already taken. So I have to write a line of code that if this sheet is already existing, it will delete it, then create a new one for me. Okay, so what I will do in that case is that I will write a line of code here, worksheets dot birthday celebrant. Okay, dot delete. I want to run this. Now it's giving me a warning. Okay, so I'll say delete. Okay, so if I look at it now, it will have deleted it and created another one, right? Alright, it has deleted the former one and created another one. And if you want to be sure it really deleted it, okay, let me put something here. So I would run my code again. It's giving me a warning because I'm about to delete a sheet. I'll click OK, and if you come here now, you realize the old sheet is gone, the old is gone, and the new has come. All right, so you have learned something already, right? So let's move on now. Now, what if this sheet does not exist? The birthday celebrant, let's say, is the first one that I'm doing now, and birthday celebrant does not exist in my workbook. What am I going to do? Let me run this. We are definitely going to run into an error because the birthday celebrant sheet does not exist. Okay, so there's an error now. So I want to put it here that before the delete, that if there's an error, VBA should go to the next line of code, resume next. On error, resume next. So if I run it now, see, it runs successfully without any error. See now, and now I have a new thing here. Okay, if I run this again now, there will be a prompt because I'm about to delete a worksheet. So what if I don't want that prompt in the course of executing my lines of code? What am I going to do? I'm going to put a line here. I'll say application dot display alerts equals false. Now if I run this code now, you see that there's no more alert. You see that now? And I can put something here just to verify that the code is running effectively. Okay, so can you see now there's no alert and the code runs successfully. See now, if I click it now, see the old is gone and the new has come. Alright, now so we are moving on. So we have successfully written a code that would delete previous sheets bearing the name birthday celebrant and create a new sheet also called birthday celebrants. Okay, now let's go to our filter, our advanced filter. So I'm going to say my data is inside sheet 1, so I'll say sheet 1 dot range. I mentioned earlier that range is for cells in VBA. So which cell am I about to filter? I'm going to put the address inside parentheses and double quotation marks. So that is A4 to what? Let's go and check it out. So the data is from A4 to D58. A4 to D58. So that is what I'm about to filter. So I'm going to put something here, dot advanced filter, and put a space to put the parameters. I'm doing XL copy because I want to copy it to another location. Then the criteria range, I put a comma, criteria range, right? I put a colon and equal to. Criteria range is also on this particular worksheet here. Excuse me. It's on this worksheet. So I'll copy it and paste it right here. Just that in this case it's not A4 to D48. It is C1 to D2. C1 to D2. Right? So I'll put C1 to D2. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to put a comma here for the copy to location, copy to range, colon equals to, where am I copying it to? I'm copying it to this particular sheet. Don't forget, birthday celebrant. I want to put inside this birthday celebrant sheet that I have just created. To avoid repetition, I'll just copy this and paste it. Then I'll put dot range. I want it to be on A1, right? So I'll put A1 right here. Okay, so this is looking pretty long already, but if I run this now, it would have filtered. See now, it has filtered for all the 24th celebrants and put them right here. Can you see it? Isn't that amazing? Okay, so let me for a while ignore the formula I put here. So let me just filter for those that are celebrated already on the 21st. Okay, so I'm just going to come back here and run this code. Okay, now see now I have 21 right here. It has modified it. So what I'm going to do now, I'll return this back to what it is, day today, or we can use now, like I explained, right? Let me save this. Alright, so I have 21 here. Let's play with this a little bit. Let me run it again. Right, now I'm going to have 24th right here. Okay, so what I want to do right now, I want to set an event. So event is a trigger that whenever it happens, it's going to run my macro. But before we do that, this code is pretty long. I want to break it into lines. What I can do is I can put a space, then put an underscore. I'll take it to the next line. I can do the same thing right here. Put a space, put an underscore, then go to the next line. Alright, this is not going to have any effect. I can successfully run this and there is no issue whatsoever. See that now. Okay, so I want to put an event now so that whenever we open this workbook, this filter will run. That's what I want to do. Anytime we open this workbook, I want the filter to run. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I will go to the workbook and double click. Then I'll go to workbooks, then open is here already. What's the name of my macro? No, macro is birthday filter. Okay, so I just come here and I just put the name of the macro right here. Okay, so I will close it. I like to delete this so it's not there presently. Okay, I will save it. I want to save it, then I will go and open this file. I have just closed it. I will open it where it is. So I will go to the location. It's right here, then it's here, then but the celebrant is right here. So when we open this, I expect the macro to run and give us the answer. Dear macro, it is your time to run. It happened. Amazing. Simply amazing. Alright, so let's end this video here. I believe it's been amazing so far. Please subscribe to this channel so that when we release subsequent videos, you are going to get an alert. Subscribe and click on the alert button. Like the video, engage it, and please share to all those that need it. Peradventure you need training in VBA macro or in data analytics.